The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
All right, guys, a little slappy,
Now a give running left is the Wagner. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And we'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, they'll run into Wagner. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They'll go right back to the Wagner. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, fourth down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
They'll run for it. It's DeWagner. And boy, is he close. Get there.
He did.
The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. The opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Your first play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Yellow, go! Check white.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Able to convert on third and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
No gain on the play there. Second down. The Falcons at 6-3 on the year. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Back to throw here. That one off off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Koo knocks this one to the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Back to DeWalder again on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Perkins. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality is certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flat when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Perkins steps away to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Come on, dog.
It's taken in for a Viking
Come on,
touchdown.
Flowers. Stop it. Really?
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one is a fair catch, a signal for and take it. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 9 now.
No.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side.
No.
It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
My fault.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
Oh.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes...
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
2 pick 6.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal? In case of a defense, they wanted to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he whips that one in.
Y'all ain't focused. Y'all ain't focused.
Connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Back to throw again. Well, this is intercepted. They get for the third.
Who is 99? Fool? Who is that? Fool?
And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
49 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
He don't fumble the ball or nothing. He don't fumble the ball or nothing.
Players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Here we go, strike. Hey, check that, street.
On second down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on second and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38,
Get 3,
well shy of the first down.
Oh, you're a hard-headed little son of a bitch, ain't you?
Ready, back to 50. 50
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 4th down, Perkins.
Let's go.
He rifles it, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the wood of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They'll look to throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's got a man, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Perkins. He'll get this to Nwangu. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and...
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it.
Regroup, guys. We got to regroup. We got to regroup. This is awesome.
Take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here's to begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Hey, pass.
To throw on second down. Perkins. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone will come free.
And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Nigga don't worry about you. Nigga don't even talk to you on the chat.
So 1st and 10. If they score on this drive, we have to start digging in for second-half blowout material. Straight ahead, here's Nwangwu. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Another run now for Nwangwu. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Off the play fake. Perkins. Touchdown.
Look what that game I made. Look what that game I made.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are pouring it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Look at my receiver. My other receiver hurt. Best one hurt. Come on. Skyler Miller.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
2nd and 5. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
A 3-yard loss. Fourth down.
And cycle. Real green. 6, 7.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. First play's a run with Nwangu. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. And he'll decide to keep this once more. Touchdown, Vikings! Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Now, 4th quarter is certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put it.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings
my man misses it.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Perkins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On the give is Nwangu, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. kickoff here to Nwangu. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 2nd down and inches. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready. Black Ultra.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted.
He's got a man, complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to try and go deep again.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Now Perkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So the final seconds.
Y'all had vacation on y'all.
This Minnesota victory.
Y'all didn't come to play at all.
Charles, an impressive victory on the other. I mean, you think about
See y'all next week.
in the first quarter, but
Be with your
score in
families.
quarters 2